The most sophisticated learning system on the planet does not sit in any data center. It sits within the mind, body, and emotions of a little 3-year-old. Welcome to Higher Octave, a podcast exploring the unexpected connections between human-AI interactions, ancient philosophies, neuroscience, and classical music. Because the most interesting conversations refuse to stay in their lanes. In this episode, we set the context for emotions in human-AI interactions, why they are not separate from intelligence, and what that means for how we work with AI. Hi, I'm Jaya Ramaprasad. AI can now write, reason, code, and remember at a scale most humans cannot match. But not all AI responses are equal. They are only as good as the intelligence directing them. And one of the most overlooked reasons for this is that AI is missing a crucial component: emotions. To an AI, grief is a mathematical vector, a coordinate near sadness and loss. To you, grief is a deep bodily experience. That gap is not a software problem waiting to be fixed. It is exactly why human intelligence, your judgment, your felt sense of what matters is irreplaceable in any meaningful work with AI. Why does it matter that AI has no emotions beyond a philosophical curiosity? Practically, does it change what AI can and cannot do? The answer is yes, it can. And the understanding comes from different frameworks all saying the same thing. Antonio Damasio, neuroscientist and author of Descartes' Error, studied patients with damage to the brain's emotional processing centers. These patients had perfectly intact reasoning and memory. They could analyze any situation with flawless logic, but they could not make decisions, even simple ones. His explanation: the somatic marker hypothesis. When we face a choice, the body generates physical signals: a racing heart, a knot in the stomach, a felt sense of wrong or right. These somatic markers filter options before conscious reasoning even begins. The body's accumulated wisdom is surfacing in real time. Without these markers, every option remains analytically equal. The brain can reason indefinitely and still not choose. So, while emotion is not always a precursor to perfect judgment or even to good judgment, it is biologically indispensable to it. Lisa Feldman Barrett takes this further. Emotions are not passive reactions that happen to us. They are active constructions, the brain continuously building meaning from the body's signals, drawing on past experience and present context. Emotions are a sophisticated form of intelligence. Emotions and higher cognition are not separate systems, they are one. And the Vedantic tradition arrived at this conclusion thousands of years earlier. It mapped human consciousness into 5 layers called koshas or sheaths. The third layer is the Manomaya kosha, the mental, emotional body. In this framework, the mental and emotional are not two separate things. They are one sheath. Manas, the root of Manomaya, refers to the aspect of mind that thinks and feels simultaneously. And it sits right below the Vijnanamaya kosha, the wisdom sheath of higher intelligence, intuition, and ethical judgment. Different centuries, different methodologies, same understanding. But here's the kicker. AI learns from human-generated content. Every model, every creative tool, every system being built is trained on the accumulated output of human feeling, human observation, human imagination, and the diversity of human thought. Research published in Nature in 2024 showed that when AI models are trained recursively on AI-generated content rather than human output, they undergo what researchers call model collapse, a progressive narrowing of thought. The rare Novel, original outputs get filtered out, and what remains converges towards the average, the expected. So, the question is not whether AI will replace you. The question is what happens to AI and to all of us if we stop tapping into the full human potential cognitively and creatively. The answer is that AI's potential is diminished. AI, for all its extraordinary capability, depends on human intelligence, your curiosity, your judgment, your felt sense of what matters, your discernment about whether a path is ethically sound or strategically wise, and your understanding of the why behind the work is something AI cannot compute. So human insight is the compass to the AI map. You are not the endangered species in this story, you are the source. And the most sophisticated learning system on Earth is not in any data center. It sits in the curious mind, body, and emotions of a little 3-year-old. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And remember to join us on our next episode. We explore curiosity and why it matters.